I like AJT and Joe here at Lock Park on a freezing cold day, Joe.
No, I'm wearing shorts still.
He's wearing shorts still. I mean, how long have you had them ones for if you're still wearing them?
Just today, actually.
There you go. Like I say, both wearing our Boro shirts. A little bit of retro, if you want to call it retro.
Yeah.
And obviously the away one. In this setting, it's grey skies. Hopefully it's sunshine come 5 o'clock on Saturday, mate.
Well, 3 o'clock Saturday, innit? Don't get me wrong.
I mean 5 o'clock as soon as we come out the stadium.
Oh, yeah.
The game.
Yeah, fair thought. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a tough game anyway, AJ. You know, Brentford, they were up and down team recently. You know, they had a good start to the season, but ever since Dean Smith left for Aston Villa and Thomas Frank took over, it's been like up and down,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
I mean, they're probably coming to this game full of confidence after their big derby win, you know, against QPR last time out. So, see what happens, really.
You know, off camera. Do you know what I mean? We had a little chat then about the last 5 games, last 6 games.
Yeah.
Won 3, lost 3. It ain't bad form, is it, going to this one?
No, definitely not. It's one of them, you know, teams from London, you know, we've got 2 London teams now playing at home over the last few weeks. Obviously, we beat QPR 2-0. Now we've got Brentford this coming Saturday. Yeah. And we need something to take away from that frustrating trip to the DW last time out.
Yeah, let's say I was just going to point on that then and say, you know, frustrations, dejection, everything else you could have thought of went into that game, didn't come the 90 minutes. And we look at Brentford Belonger in particular, that's who I look at, and I think, well, you know, 2 games gone, 3 chances, not scored 1. He's got to take one eventually, hasn't he?
He's got to take one. Pulis might just rest him after those 3 gilt-edged chances that he missed. And he might slot in probably Hugo, but, you know, whether Britt comes in or out, it depends on Tony Pulis, you know.
Yeah, well, like I say, I'm just looking at it and thinking, if we were to change the formation, listen, personally, I'd stick with the formation, but the Brits Belonger scenario, it does bother me a little bit to the extent of 3 chances missed. And in the last game especially, that was a massive chance that everyone's remembered because, like I say, do you know what I mean? If he scores that, we win the game 1-0, we go on with the 3 points, innit?
Yeah, you can't rely on a player low on confidence, that's going to get you goals, but it depends on which team he picks, you know, because Tavernier came on last against Wigan and there was a spark there, so you can have him play as number 10 or have Fletcher as the lone striker, or you can, I mean, you just have to give Britt a rest from those gilt-edged chances, don't get me wrong. But then again, Brentford have some quality players in their team. You know, obviously we know about the threat that Neil Moore poses, and then you got players around him like Sergi Canos, who was linked with us in the summer. Also the highly rated Algerian winger Said Ben Rama, he's been impressive in the last few games. I think he scored a hat-trick last time out against QPR, And then you got Josh McEachran in there as a former Boro player, and the South African midfielder Carmelo Makocho, he's highly rated as well. Yeah. From when I look on Football Manager. So Brentford do like I said, a bit like Wigan. They're an unpredictable team at the end of the day, AJ.
Got Ollie Watkins as well, hasn't there?
Yeah, Ollie Watkins, we can't forget about him either.
Because I think last season when we played them down here, it was a tough game, that 2-2, and it was kind of like one team went in front, one team didn't. It was that kind of thing, wasn't it? But again, on that afternoon, Ollie Watkins, I thought he played well. I think he scored 2, did he? Or scored the 1 against us?
I think he scored 1, I think.
Last season against us, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. I think he scored, in the fixture last season.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He did.
But obviously this season, when we played him at their place, we did all right, I thought, you know, we went there, we had a game plan. Like you say there, I think you know, Dean Smith going to Brentford, Dean Smith leaving Brentford, going to Aston Villa. He was always going to go to Aston Villa because obviously, you know what I mean?
Fan.
Yeah, that's it. So, but I do think there's something in this game, right, going into it, Boro fans out there, and other sporting fans out there. I've just got a little feeling, Joe, that I don't know. It's one of them where I want to be confident and say, it's going to be a Boro win, but I don't know if you've got the same sort of feeling. I don't think it's going to be straightforward. I think it's going to be a tough game.
I know it's going to be tough, you know what I mean? But you've got to think of it. These are winnable. Yeah. And also Preston at Riverside on Wednesday night. They're all winnable games. But then again, you got Norwich at home and then Villa away after that. They're the games that, like you said, in the past reviews, these are the games that could defy our season in terms of where we'll finish. But like I said, after the Sheffield United and Wigan failed fiascos, top 2 now is just definitely out of the question now. It's just a matter of getting about the playoffs. I mean, like I said, we've got 12 or 11 games left to play now.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised, you know, if playoffs are probably where we'll end up at the end of the season.
Yeah, what is now? 34. What are we on? 34 with a game in hand. Bristol City. That's it there.
Yeah.
We've got to be.
I think that's right in the middle of the Norwich, the Villa and Norwich games. I think because I think we've got an international break coming up after the Villa game. I think.
Yeah.
So we've got to capitalise on that on those results before we go into that international break, and just take the games as it comes. If we win that game in hand, we may have a good outside chance we might get the top 2, but see what comes. Like I say, if we do finish top 2, it'll be a miracle. But playoffs, I'll be satisfied if we have to do it the hard way again, AJ.
Like I say, it's one of them whereabouts. Looking at Brentford overall, they are a tough team. They do pose a threat. For me personally, out there, I feel like they're very, very unpredictable. Brentford, do you know what I mean? Some weeks they can turn up and Boro steamroll them. Like Boro did, obviously, in the reverse fixture. Obviously, when Boro went to Griffin Park, obviously Boro did get the result. It's going to be tough Saturday. Do you know what I mean? There's absolutely no doubt about it. And, as Joe's already said there about some of their key players, do you know what I mean? They're going to be, you know what I mean? It's one of them. Brentford are a tough team. It's simple as that. Brentford are a tough team. With the Boro, we had disappointments against Wigan. We know this. Britison Bolonga needs to obviously find the net now. He knows this himself. You're saying their top 2's out the question. At the back of my mind, I'm saying the same thing. It probably is gone, based on the fact of how consistent teams are in this league. The top 3 at the minute being Sheffield United, Leeds and Norwich. Them 3 there, look like them 3 are going to go up. Let's have it right.
I'll probably say Leeds and Norwich, I think, will probably take the top 2, I think.
Yeah. And like I say, I think Wembley for us, it's one of them where I don't mind going back to Wembley, right? But I just don't want to lose again, Joe. No. It costs a lot of money to go to Wembley, mate.
I know. It's definitely one of them trips you don't want to take. It's just one of them we can't seem to win at Wembley at all. Never mind that.
I feel like if you put me and Joe on the pitch, we might actually win at Wembley or something. Do you know what I mean? Me and you strikers, I see the ball off to you and you put it in the top bin and Boro go up.
Yep.
That sort of thing. But on a serious note, I do think it's going to be a tough game Saturday. If you ever give Joe, if you ever give a prediction, what would you say?
Difficult shot, but a 2-1 Boro win I'll take.
You think so?
Yeah.
2-1, and then of course, going to Preston. We have to, first of all, get a proper little run going in them 2 games. You have to win them 2 games, because like I say, Aston Villa now picking up form. Jack Grealish is back. Yeah. They've just put 4 past Derby before half-time. Them 2 games there, do you think they can define where Boro will finish in Aston Villa and Norwich?
If we can, If we win them, we win them. If we lose them, we lose them. But if we win them, like I say, we'll get an outside chance of getting back into the top 2. If not, playoffs it is.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think so as well. I think if we don't get anything against Aston Villa, we don't get anything against Norwich, I think the playoffs is definitely written on the cards. Let's have it right. If you beat the next 4 teams in front of you now, top 2's definitely on, but it's a Boro, and it's a lot of points to play for. But as you've seen against Wigan, we all went there thinking it's going to be 3 points. We came out feeling disappointed, dejected. My score prediction for this one, I give it a 2-1, but I'll be honest, I'm not 100% confident. I can't lie to you on camera. I'm going to be completely truthful. I want to see a Boro win. Do you know what I mean? I want to see Boro win every single game of the season, but as the season's panned out and all my rants have panned out, it isn't as easy as that, Joe.
No, definitely not.
But, we look forward to it. Saturday, we hope for a decent allocation, decent crowd. And any more to say on it?
Just hope we capitalise on these 2 home games coming up and get 6 points out of those two games that will set us up nicely, to be honest, AJ.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, Britison Bolonga, shooting boots on, put a few in the top bin. Let's have the 3 points. Up the Boro.
Up the Boro.